Hello, everybody. Every time. This is every time. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. That was Freya. I'm Jason. We're bringing you today's video. What are you doing, silly? Bringing you today's video. And as always, guys, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. Small family channel that would really appreciate any support that you guys want to give us. We just love to talk about books. We're going to keep doing it no matter what. So today I want to talk about as we finished a year. We're now in 2023. We're just beginning 2023. We started this channel in 2022, so I want to talk about my 5 favorite science fiction books or authors that I came across last year. So, and that's what I'm limiting to, what I came across last year. That's why I'm not going to talk about some of my overall favorite authors like John Ringo and such like that. Just the new ones I came across last year. Doesn't mean they came out last year. Maybe I just stumbled across them last year. So, in no particular order, number 1, or the first one, again, no particular order, Neural Wraith. Neural Wraith by Katie Robertson was one of the best books that I read. And it ended up starting a series. It was a self-contained novel, for sure, really awesome. In a cyberpunk, kind of in sort of a near-ish future, cyberpunk type of world. You've got your usual cybernetics and your neural implants and such like that. And then, of course, your androids and robots that are taking the place of the military and soldiers and even cops. And, you know, advanced AIs that are basically fully intelligent, fully capable. I mean, it's you eventually start kind of looking at the potential slavery type of ramifications because these AIs are that smart. But their programming does limit them, and that's where you get the main character, Nick, who's got a disability that prevents him from having the neural mod that almost everybody else has, which really affects how he sees the world and what he can do. And yet, he's a programmer. He's what they call a cipher. And he ends up working for the cops, basically running their almost the entire department. I mean, he has a captain that he responds to, that he reports to, and he has a commissioner that he reports to. But Nick runs the Archangels, the robot cops, and that's pretty much the entire police force. So, again, fantastic book. This was one of the best books that I came across last year. Number 2, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Andy Weir is the author of The Martian, and I got to tell you guys, and I've checked out some more Andy Weir's books, and obviously you guys have noticed I didn't review them. I only review books I can speak positively of that I really, really liked. But Project Hail Mary was fantastic. I mean, it's one of those you just cannot put it down, and it's absolutely incredible. And it deals with well, basically the sun dying, and we can't figure it out. They eventually figured out it has to do with basically an alien organism that is pretty much eating the sun's energy for the most part, and that's killing the world. And they managed to identify, not where it's coming from, but they managed to identify the fact that it's happening in other stars around us, and that it appears that that there's one star right in the middle that it's not happening to at all. So they want to investigate that and why. And it's pretty much modern times with modern technology. They do figure out a way of, not faster than light travel, but a way of very, very quick travel, I guess you could say. But otherwise, outside of that, everything else is pretty much our technology. You know, the way they figure out how to do artificial gravity, especially for the experiments, is really, really cool. The explanations of why there would be other races around, other species, aliens around the same technology level makes total sense. And just overall, it's just absolutely incredible book. Absolutely incredible book. So you got to check out Project Hail Mary. I think it might be the best Andy Weir book out there. Number 3 is Ian M. Banks. Ian M. Banks and his Culture series. I've not read the entire series. Each one of them is pretty much a self-contained story. A few of them do connect to each other, but for the most part, it's self-contained stories that deal with a very, very, very far future society known as the Culture that is the most technologically advanced of all of the ones in the area, as humanity has gone out and seeded a good portion of the galaxy. And the Culture is only one of humanity's, I guess, empires in a way, but is by far the most powerful and most technologically advanced, which makes them believe they are morally advanced as well. And again, guys, absolutely phenomenal. I am not sure which is my favorite book so far, whether it's use of weapons or player of games. Player of games is really good, but I think I'm kind of leaning towards use of weapons because the plot line and especially the ending is absolutely fantastic. Number 4 is Andrew Moriarty. Andrew Moriarty. Now, this is a indie author, still. Indie author, self-published, but as far as I can tell. And yet, he's got, I think, 7 books last time I checked, and they are incredible. If you are a fan of Expeditionary Force, if you are a fan of Omega Force, if you're a fan of either one of those authors, Joshua Dalzell or Craig Allenson, you have to check out Andrew Moriarty. Andrew Moriarty is now one of my favorite authors. His world building is, galaxy building, empire building, it's absolutely fantastic. The dialogue is incredible. It's just a riot. I laugh out loud all the time and end up reading passages of the book out loud to my wife because it's hilarious and fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And I originally thought his Jump Space Accountant series was just top notch, and then I came across his Imperial Deserter and Imperial Smuggler, and even better. Although I am still very invested in the Jump Space Accountant. So guys, I cannot recommend Andrew Moriarty enough. He is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And for number 5, my final one. It's an author I already knew about, but this book came out last year. Heaven's River. Heaven's River by Dennis Taylor. And it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's book 4 in a series that I never even realized he was going to continue with because he really ended the series after the first trilogy, ended very, very well, and definitely made it seem like he was done. And I think he was. That's why there was a big gap between book 3 and book 4. I'm glad he waited because he ended up writing a fantastic book. So Heaven's River is book 4 in the Bobbyverse series. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely phenomenal. Again, we're dealing with artificial intelligences in a way. We're dealing with humanity that their brains were basically imprinted into computers. They're then put into spaceships to go out and explore and propagate themselves. And they've basically turned themselves into another species. At this point, the Bobs are now number in the 10,000s, possibly the 100,000s. They don't actually know because they spread out so much to where they are basically turning into a society and turning into multiple societies. They're basically now getting so large that they are at the point where they're almost developing countries in a way. I mean, and again, they're throughout the galaxy, so geography is a little bit different, but they now are kind of clustering in certain ideologies, certain goals, things along those lines, and it's fantastic. It's incredible. So the Bobbyverses, I can't say enough. So Heaven's River was absolutely incredible. So you guys got to check that one out if you haven't already. If you haven't checked out the Bobbyverse at all, what the hell are you doing? Go read it after you read Andrew Moriarty. Again, incredible author. And otherwise, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully 2023 brings us even more great books and great authors. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye now.